Hello, my beautiful students, and welcome to your guided practice video for lesson 3. All right, jumping right into it. So we've already had our class discussion on push and pull factors. We've already refreshed our memory on the Paleolithic era and what that means. That was the time, that was the era during the early human migration, Homo sapiens. That was the time of hunters and gatherers, nomads. That was the time of humans moving around to find shelter and food. All right, so remember, Paleolithic era is the time of early migration of the early humans. Right, so we've already had this discussion and we're ready to kick into full gear with the independent practice. So for today's independent practice, it will be 2 parts, okay? In part 1, you will be looking at a video to give you more background information on the push and pull factors found in migration. And then you will also, once completed the video, you will come down here to your push and pull factors boxes and just give me 2 to 3 points of push factors found in migration and 2 to 3 points pull factors found in migration. All right, so let me just do the first one with you so you got an understanding of what's expected. So if I've already watched my video, I have my background knowledge on what's the push and pull factors in migration. So after I watch my video, I'm going to come down here to my push factor and I'm going to say, thinking of the Paleolithic era, okay, because what were the push and pull factors during the Paleolithic era? That's the question. All right, so as I recall my memory from yesterday, as I recall what I know about that time period, I'm going to say a push factor could be less food or no food. All right, because during the Paleolithic time, we know that those Homo sapiens traveled to find food and shelter. They were nomads, they were hunters and gatherers, all right? So if I'm in a region with no food or it's hard for me to hunt to find things, that's gonna push me away from that region. That's going to push me towards a better place or a place where I can find more food, all right? So a push factor during the Paleolithic era is no food, all right, less food. Now you're going to provide, you can use my example, no food, and provide two more bullets. And then you're gonna come to your pull factors and provide 2 to 3 bullets. You can always provide more than 2 to 3, all right? But 2 to 3 is the axing number. And again, pull factors is what pulls someone in to a place, what's inviting them in. So I'm being pushed out. I wanna leave because there's not enough food. There's no food here, all right? And I'm being pulled in because of what, all right? After you complete part 1 of your independent practice, you're gonna go down to part 2, all right? And part 2 is just the same as part 1, but you're just doing a little bit of reading, all right? So you're going to use your highlighter function to annotate for evidence of push and pull factors, all right? The first source we're gonna do together, just so I show you exactly what I'm looking for. Now, if you look in the directions, you can see that I highlighted push and pull in 2 different colors. So as you're reading, if you come across something that's a push factor, meaning making you want to leave or pushing you out, you're gonna highlight that in yellow, all right? And how I remember it is you wanna slow down. I'm not rushing to meet you. I'm not rushing to go to that side of the earth or that side of the town, all right? I'm slowing down. You're pushing me away, all right? And if you come across as you're reading a pull factor, something that's pulling you in to that part of the region, you wanna highlight it green. All right, green means go. So if that part of the world has high employment rates and a lot of money and a lot of jobs, I'm going over there. That's green light because I'm pulled in. All right. So let's do the first one together so we get a sense of what's expected. So the source 1 is guided practice. I will do this together and then you will take the Venezuela text. All right. So let's go. Source 1, guided practice. Remember to always read the titles or the keys. Always kind of look at the pictures to see what's going on so you have a better understanding of what you're reading, all right? Immigration to US. Many people come from abroad or foreign countries to America every year in search of employment. Bingo, before I even start reading, I already see that people come to America in search of employment. So for me, that's a pull factor, all right? They're coming to America for jobs. So my pool is green. So that's a pool. I'm gonna continue to read just in case I come across anything else, all right? So I already know that people travel here to America for jobs. With the largest economy of any country in the world, America offers certain financial and professional opportunities that may not be available or accessible to people in their home country. All right. So because this piece of evidence support my pull factor, I'm going to highlight it just in a different color so that way I know that's my supporting evidence. So America offers certain financial and professional opportunities that may not be accessible to other people in their country. All right. So that's my supporting evidence to justify why I felt like the previous sentence that I highlighted in green is an example of a pull. All right. The countries immigrants come from when they migrate to America have changed over the time based on various and economic cultural factors. All right. So we're not only migrating or moving or being pulled into a certain place for one reason, it can be a various amounts of reasons. All right. And I'm just going to highlight that as well because I like that point to solidify my pull factors. If I'm not going to America for money, it can be for another reason, like cultural reasons. Okay. So that's exactly what I need from you guys to do. Read the Venezuela prompt. You're gonna highlight for evidence, but before you highlight for your supporting evidence, you want to find your push factor or your pull factor, all right? And remember, if it's a push, it's in yellow because you're slowing down, you ain't beasting to go there. And if it's pull, you wanna put it green because green means go and you're beasting to go there, all right? So just like I did, I read the immigration to US. I realized that people travel to America all the time or, every year in search of employment. I found that to be a pull factor because it's pulling them in, and I highlighted the green. You don't see any yellow for a push factor because I didn't read anything about a push factor. If I did, I would have highlighted it yellow as well, okay? So you come down here to the Venezuela blurb, you read that, okay? Venezuela was once the wealthiest nation in Latin America. All right, that's just the first sentence or the first thought of the sentence. You read it through, and when you find your push, you put yellow. When you find your pull, you put green, and you're all set. You're all set. There's a picture that comes with this to let you know exactly what's going on, and you can really get a clear understanding of the numbers and how things were moving. But the text is more than enough to help you understand exactly what's the push or pull factors as it's around Venezuela. Okay, so that is the end of your guided practice video. And I know that you are all prepared to rock this independent practice. I will see you all in class. Bye.